Hello and welcome to the Art of Health podcast, where we dive deep into the art of unlocking your true potential and transforming your health, aesthetics, and performance. I'm your host, Steffen, a health and fitness coach with over a decade of experience in this field. In this podcast, I'll be sharing my personal best tips, valuable insights, and the wisdom gained from coaching thousands of people just like you. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of What Would Marie Do, in which I'm giving my best advice to one of my listeners' questions that might also apply to you, because my goal is that every one of you is achieving their fitness goals in the smartest way. Like always, I will read the message to you first, and then I will go into the specific steps to solve this person's problem, which is Celine. She wrote, "Hey Marie, I love working out and I want to do my second Hyrox competition in November. In the past 6 weeks, I have had to pause working out almost entirely because of a bursa inflammation in my left hip. It has been a creeping process since February. I can't handle the pause very well and feel completely out of my routine. I don't have a period since 2021 and was diagnosed with hypothyroidism in 2012. I'm in a constant fight with my body and my body weight. I'm 1 meter and 65 centimeters tall and weigh 77 kilograms. For 6 months, I'm not losing weight anymore. All I'm losing is motivation, perseverance, and persistence. If one day goes well, the next day goes bad. Maybe you have advice for me. Thanks for your great work." Hey Celine, I know the most difficult moments are when you feel like nothing works, you are limited in your training, and you're not happy with how you feel in your body. And although everything seems to be like a hopeless situation, I think it's the best situation that could have happened to you, because it gives you a chance to really do things differently. Because you obviously haven't been happy with your body and relationship with food even before your bursa inflammation. But we often decide to stay in our routines even if they don't allow us to live our highest quality of life, because we are afraid of the unknown outcome when we change our behaviors. I'm not surprised your body developed the inflammation, because at one point your body finds a way to tell you that you're doing too much. So take it as a loving and caring sign of your body that tells you, Celine, I need to rest and I need more food and I need less stress. And your body already showed you the sign in 2021 when you lost your period. This means that energy is missing to produce sex hormones and thyroid hormones, which are closely related. So one usually affects the other, and CrossFit, Hyrox training, and being in a deficit doesn't make it better. That's probably why your body is not losing weight, because the energy your body gets is so little that it's just enough to provide the survival functions of your body, like your heart, organs, and so on. The absence of your period is just a sign of a slow metabolism. It's actually a very smart survival mechanism of our body to shut down functions like the period, slowing down the digestive system, or making the hair fall out, to preserve energy when it's insufficient. There are many reasons why the period can stop or be irregular. That's why I look first at the behavior of a client. When this is very obvious, I would start with providing enough energy, working on stress management and sleep before assuming other underlying health issues. So here is my 3-step action plan for you, Celine, and everybody that is in a similar circumstance. Step number 1 is to increase your calories up to your current maintenance. That means increasing your calories from your current intake to your predicted maintenance calorie intake, and really test how high you can increase the calories while maintaining your weight plus minus 1 kilogram. You need to give yourself a little bit of room because you will store more food in your gut, which is not fat, but can influence your weight. You might as well want to listen to my first episode, Why Your Scale Lies, in which I'm talking about all potential influential factors of your weight without being fat, so you won't get frustrated because of interpreting your body weight wrong. Build a routine, if necessary, with fixed meals that you can stick to so you don't have to think about it day by day. Use the time to really practice the relationship with food and try to notice triggers and write them down in your journal and see if you can eliminate them. Triggers could be, for example, body checking, weighing yourself every day. If that's the case, don't look at your body every day and only weigh yourself on days you feel good. Or don't do it at all, at least during the recovery time. And if you realize you struggle to do this by yourself, then you might want to do it with a coach together to hold yourself accountable and to talk things out in an acute situation. Step number 2 refers to your activity levels and workouts. You might need to pause right now with the way you used to train, but there are things you can do, so focus on those. Keep your activity level high with walking or biking, dependent on how your hip responds. Additionally, incorporate stability and hip mobility work for your glute medius, like banded abductions, figure 4 stretches. I will actually link one of my favorite free hip mobility and strengthening routines below this video that you can follow along. At this point, I would like to mention that I am not a physio and that you should also go to a professional to get specific rehab exercises for your body. For your upper body, I would focus on functional bodybuilding exercises to strengthen your muscles and to get regular blood flow, which also helps with recovery. You could also do strength and mobility supersets, which I integrated into my hybrid body program. An example would be to do a pulling exercise like pull-ups or bent over rows in a superset with scapular push-ups or band pull-aparts. This way, the scapular activation and mobilization helps you to perform the pulling exercises with a better technique. Plus, you have your mobility work incorporated into your strength workouts. I would do additional mobility exercises on top of that, but I think this is a great way for you to focus on technique, range of motion, and mind-muscle connection. All of this will positively impact your physique aesthetically because you will build muscle, and it will also positively impact your joint health and stress levels. Only doing CrossFit and HIIT is not wrong in general, but it's not recommended for you in this situation. It's a high stress impact on top of the stress you have in general with eating too little and being frustrated about your body. And stress will manifest at one point in different ways, and for you, unfortunately, in form of the inflammation in your hip. But I'm very positive that you can manage it if you are smart about it. And as I said, it might have been necessary for you to really take action and do things differently and work with your body instead of against it. The third step is to get your blood work done. You should get it checked consistently, especially if you have had a hypothyroidism for a long time, and also make sure the doctor doesn't only check your TSH, but also your T4, T3, and reverse T3 and the antibodies to get a full picture of what's going on with your thyroid. If your doctor is not taking all these values, I would go to another one and search for a top-rated endocrinologist or naturopath within your area. In general, when you eat in an extreme deficit for too long, it can impact your thyroid levels as well. So eating more itself might and should have a positive impact on your thyroid, but it might be that additional medications are necessary. That's why sometimes people lose weight when they increase calories because the body doesn't need to preserve energy anymore and senses it gets enough. So the energy can be invested into producing hormones again and therefore increase the metabolism and energy expenditure. This is obviously very individual for everyone, but it happened a lot in my experience with clients with a similar history as you shared with us. I hope this was helpful for you, Celine. So please keep me updated on how things are going. And I can just give you my overall recommendation to focus on health first. And it might be that it's not the right time for the Hyrox competition right now. And that's okay as well. Your body needs to heal now, and later on, with a better foundation, you can set new performance goals. Thanks again for your trust, and to all of my listeners, drop your story in the comments below or email me at mail@mariesteffen.com. Of course, I can't give my recommendation to everyone, but I choose the ones that I think are most beneficial for multiple people. And that being said, I'm happy to support you along your journey. If this episode was helpful for you, then copy the link, share it with your bestie, family member, or person you think would benefit from it. By sharing this podcast and subscribing to this channel, you support me more than you think. And leaving a positive rating for the podcast allows me to create more valuable content for you. So stay motivated, strong, and flexible, and I'll see you in the next one.